What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And a couple of weeks back, we took a trip down memory lane as I celebrated my 12th anniversary here on YouTube. And I showed you some of my most viral videos and some of the earliest videos. And you guys seem to enjoy that so much. Today, I thought we would do it again. Today, I want to actually show you of the almost 2,000 videos I've uploaded. I wanted to show you some of my favorites. And then I'll actually create a playlist, and you can look at it down in the description box below or probably somewhere up here as well, so you can actually watch those videos as they were meant to be viewed without me talking over them. But let's talk about what my favorite videos are and what it was like to make them and why I made them. So the A Day with Francis video, I think, is one of my favorites because it's the first time I ever tried to make like a real YouTube sketch or video that was like 8 or 9, 10 minutes long. And I also did it in the mockumentary format, and I love mockumentaries. And this video, I think, is kind of heartfelt. When I go back and look at it, it's very, very cringy because it's the very first time I ever edited anything like this or filmed anything like this or tried to tell a story. But it always kind of pulls at my heartstrings, and I wrote it. So I feel like it showed that I could be a half-decent writer or director. I never will be, but maybe I could get it with enough practice and enough luck. This video was cute, though. I really like this one. I hope you've seen this one. If you haven't, I hope you watch it. The reason the cake has 100,000 on it is because we were celebrating the 100,000 subscribers. So March of 2012, it only took me 6 years to get to 100,000 subscribers. And then I guess 6 more years to get the other 4,400,000. Going back and watching this video, it's amazing how much of the stuff we cemented as like the Francis character and the Francis lore, with the exception of the fact that my ex-wife, who always played my sister in future videos, she was playing the mom in that video. But calling my soon-to-be wife mom really was quite an uncomfortable experience. We shifted away from that very quickly. Then I definitely love my Draw My Life video, even though it remains one of the most controversial videos for the people who like dislike me or dislike my story or that kind of thing. But I'm really proud of this video. I did not mean to do a Draw My Life. I actually bought the whiteboard to do a Francis sketch where I made fun of Draw My Lives, and I think I did that actually, which it didn't do very well. But when I started to do it, I realized I had an actual story to tell, and I decided to tell this version of the story. Now, this version of the story leaves out almost all of the gruesome and gory details, which I might tell in a video one day, but for the most part, I try to tell a lighter, happier, healthier version of the story. And now, geez, how many years later? This is in 2013, so 5 years later, it might be time for an update because a lot of things have changed since then. Maybe wait a couple more years, though, but I think it's something I would like to do. I don't go into more detail about the stuff that happened to me growing up and that kind of stuff. And to be honest with you, I feel like it's just best to leave sleeping dogs lie or leave that stuff in the closet. I've often thought about getting my brother to come on and like do a podcast with me or an interview with me or something like that and put that up on the channel and talk about the stuff that we went through. But it really wasn't appropriate for that video because it's some severely messed up and depressing stuff. But at the end of the day, that video may come, but that was not the right place for it, for sure. What I wanted that video to do, and I feel that it did do, I felt that it delivered a very positive message that if I can survive the stuff I survived, you can survive anything. And maybe that we both, if we put our minds to it, can excel and succeed at some of the things that we want to do. And I think that message was brought across very clearly. But detailing all of that gory, awful stuff was just going to drag that message down. And I think I made the right decision. So I think this video is technically the best video I've ever made. It comes across like a small mini movie. I feel like the editing and the video and the scripting and the writing and everything was probably as good as I'm ever going to get, which is to say not very good. This is not ready for Sundance or even, the local library, but I really feel like this video is kind of funny in parts, but also very depressing. But this video also gave me a large amount of closure. It's weird to see how few people have seen it because I really wish everyone saw this video. I want everyone to see this video. I'm very, very proud of it. But at the same time, I get what, the Francis character is less popular than he's ever been. And it's also a very cathartic one. It's also very personal. But it's also I think the best thing I'll ever do, truly. What I think is most notable about that video is it's the last video that me and my ex-wife ever collaborated on. So, she's off doing her things in her world, and I'm now doing my things in my world. And obviously she won't be available to play the Francis sister character or anything like that. And so we wrote this little ending as a send-off for the character. And I think that's the advantage of staying friendly with your ex because, obviously we can do stuff like that. And I'm glad that we did. I will say, and as stupid as this is to say about a stupid YouTube video, that video was very healing and very cathartic, but also very messy. at the time too. I felt good for a little while, but also really crappy for a couple of days. But that's me. I'm very bipolar like that. I guess I'm very dichotomous like that. Sometimes I can look at both the good and the bad of a thing, and that's what I was doing in that video, and also doing it in retrospect. After finishing that video, I was feeling very good about the video, feeling very good about the reception, but feeling like shit about everything else. When I talk about videos that I made, I don't know if this one counts because technically I didn't make this. Michael Gregory and the Gregory brothers made this using my videos, but I'm going to count it because this is easily one of my favorite videos on the channel. I love music. I love performing in music. I can't sing worth a note. I can barely rap. I can't write music. I can barely play music. The only instrument I know is drums and tuba. But this video was so good. This is one of my favorite claps. If the Gregory brothers ask me to do anything, I'll do it. If they ask me to jump, I'll ask how high. I can't jump, but I'll try, Michael. And I guess if we're going to talk music, I also have to include the epic rap battle between Francis and Boogie, which is, I don't know, again, this was just an idea. It was kind of memeing at the time to, like, you know, do a rap battle with yourself. But I have to say, I really wanted to do this to try to show people that Francis and me are different people. I'm not the same person. I mean, we were in the same body, but he's a character. He's the character. Or maybe I'm the character. But one of us is made up, and that's the important part. I had my friend Flint edit this, and he did a really good job. And I was so nervous filming it. And the reason this song sounds good, again, Weeble from Weeble's stuff, you know, the guy who did Badgers, and Magical Horse Trevor, all of that stuff. That dude made this, and oh my god, did he do a good job. Again, my best videos are other people who made them for me. Thank you for talented people actually giving a shit about me. I got nothing to add. I just like to look at my own face and compare it to the face from that previous video because, man, I'm way less fat. And I think that's it. I think that's my top 5 videos on the channel. I would try to go for top 10, but it's really difficult for me to like my own work. I'm very critical of my own work, and I'm very self-aware that it's not that great. I know that a lot of other YouTubers do a lot better than me. They put way more production value into it. They are better writers. They're funnier. They're just better overall YouTubers. I'm glad you guys are watching. If you do have a favorite video, though, I would love to know the ones that are not on this list that you like. Let me know in the comment section below. If you can, go ahead and link to that video. I will go and see which videos they are. And if people recommend them enough, maybe I'll add them to the playlist as well. I do hope moving forward, as I get more mentally healthy and I'm more physically healthy, I can start adding more production value and editing value and scripting value and acting value and so on and so forth to my videos to make them a little funnier, a little bit better, and be on par with those YouTubers. Watching this list really does inspire me to try to do better. I know my content's kind of lukewarm, and that's where it's had to be as I've recovered over the last few years, but once that recovery is complete, I really hope to be one of those YouTubers who almost every video is kind of a work of art, depending on what your opinion of work of art is. You know, that could be your Casey Neistats with the beautifully written and scripted vlogs, or it could be just Jack's Films memeing his little ass off. Whatever it is you think it is, I hope to find out what my version of that is and start uploading that someday. But for now, these 5 videos will have to tide you over. So do me a favor. I look forward to reading your comments in the comments section below. I'm curious to see what your favorite videos are and whether or not these 5 are among them. I love hearing positive things about the channel and the content that I produce. It's wonderful, and I hope you do. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.